Hey guys, welcome back to Mechanic Team. So now we're on to replacing the rear brake parking shoes. Alright, so what will you need? Well, you'll need like a 20mm wrench to get under your lug nuts, pliers. Not required, but definitely good if you keep losing stuff like me. There's a bag of spring hardware. If you want some WD-40, some rust cleaner, got a PB blaster. You'll definitely want one of these spring tools because I lost like 2 spring caps trying to do it by hand. And of course, your set of new parking brake shoes and a nice bag to hold any hardware that falls out of here. Alright, so first thing I want to do, jack it up to a nice height. Put on jack stand, get your wheel off, unscrew on lug nuts, and take your wheel drum off. It'll look something like this, hopefully much less rust than that, who knows. Alright, so first off, we're gonna want to take the 2 springs off here and the little circle thing right there. A lot of people have sort of brake tools which can compress the springs, sort of like take it out, but I didn't really want to spend money on that, so I'm just gonna use a normal set of pliers. You're just gonna hook it around this end and just pull it out to get out of there. Alright, we get all the springs out. Just going to take them out by hand. There should be kind of a little indent here. Same thing for this side. This is gonna have like a sort of moon little shape thing, sort of like a caliper. Keep that. These 2 I'm gonna actually throw out because I already have replacements, but this circle thing, I'm gonna keep that because I don't have a replacement for that. Alright, so now we're going to decompress that spring, and in a tool, most likely be the bigger side. So we're gonna have to really stick it in there, get it down, and like twist it until it just pops out. This might take a few tries. In fact, it did take me a while my first try, but really keep doing it, and you'll notice it like start to twist out, and you'll get eventually. Alright, so when you take that spring out, you should have a spring, a cap, and a sort of nail. I'm gonna get rid of the nail and the cap because I got new ones in the bag, but it's kind of slotted spring, so I'm gonna keep that. And now you're gonna take this shoe out, and there's a little spring down there, so you're gonna take it out and like push it in. That, and that should just slide out here. So now just take out like anything that really hangs out. So disconnect your parking brake lever thing, and also you're gonna want to take that spring out, and there should be a little kind of differential down there. It's from adjuster. Take that out too. You'll definitely need that. All right, so we're gonna set that adjuster aside, and this screw, I'm just gonna toss it because I have another one. But you're gonna want to take this sort of hardware out. So you're just gonna like push that forward until it slides out, and take that spring out. Right now we're just gonna undo the last spring right there. We're gonna take this whole thing out really, and make sure to save this bracket. I'm gonna replace that spring there, and yeah, then we'll start assembling stuff. Alright, so now you're gonna grab your shoe with your ring in it. So I mean, the shoes are about the same size, but I'm gonna call this one the big shoe because we're gonna add some parts to it. Take your like Among Us looking metal clip thing and the spring that came with it from the old shoe. We're just gonna lube this little screw thing, and we're going to install this screw, this on top of it. but this has to get like blocked a bit from it, so it should feel a bit uncomfortable to put it on. But you should be able to fit this on with the long side pointing up the shoe and this clip coming out. And you'll do it right. If it's kind of like difficult to put it in, you kind of have to compress it. I'm gonna do it off camera because it's kind of hard. And you're gonna slip this one right over and turn it. Grab your adjuster and you're just gonna take both sides apart. They might be seized, so be careful with this. Don't put on too much force, but I mean, this should slip out freely. And for this, you're gonna like take it out all the way. I do have a nice can of PB Blaster, and I'm just gonna like spray all the parts that move so they don't like seize up, because that's gonna be a pain to fix. Once you've done that, put it all together and put it like screw this thing. I'm unscrewing it all the way in, so it's its lowest setting. Just make it easier to like put everything in. Alright, so now I'm gonna take the shoe, your brake tool, and get your spring, nail, and cap, and we're gonna start fitting this in. So actually, you might want to grab some WD-40 and just get the top of this parking brake lever right here where it pivots. There we go. And that's actually going to slide in right into the slot right here. So you're just going to fit it in and really just bring it like here, like on the top. Hold this in place, and he's like second hole right there. You're going to bring your nail from the back, then put the spring on here, the cap on top, and you're going to grab your brake tool, push the cap in until the metal screw sticks out, and you're going to twist it until the screw is perpendicular to the hole, so it's stuck. I have these off camera because I'm holding on to this brake, but I'll show you how it's supposed to look like when it's done. Alright, now I'm going to get our bar and our spring. We're actually going to put this on the narrow side, just like that. And we're going to fit this so that the wider part comes in and really just latches on to this, like the parking brake slot right there. You just connect to it just like that, yeah. And we'll leave the other side for other shoe. All right, so we're gonna get our smaller shoe, our adjuster spring, and our adjuster. And remember, adjuster, our shorter side is gonna go towards the one with the parking brake. First, let's grab the spring. I'm gonna attach it right here, and just kind of leave it dangling for now. So we're gonna put this in and attach that same place, that hole, and we're gonna line it up so this will fit in right here in the corresponding spot on the other shoe. All right, now we're gonna do that spring again. So spring, cap, nail, same thing. Put the nail from the back, put the spring on top, and then the cap, and just put it in and twist with your tool, of course. All right, now we're gonna put our last two springs, hold them together. So let's start with this side first. We're just gonna slot this kind of short side underneath there, just like that. All right, now we're gonna try compressing the springs with our pliers. We're just gonna smush both sides as best we can. All right, now you're just gonna put your drum on and then your tire with your lug nuts. Make sure to torque that up, and might want to go underneath there and adjust your brakes. Make sure that like you can spin the wheel, but it's not too free, like there's a bit of resistance to it.